The air in Congo is buzzing with strong words. The name Pascal Lissouba is often spoken, his legacy debated. Asi Dominique from Marseille is critical, stirring up old arguments. Professor Gregoire Lefouoba, a philosopher, defends Lissouba, seeking clarity. He wonders about how fair these attacks are, sensing a desire to cause trouble. Lefouoba's essay echoes these voices, looking at Lissouba's actions and journey. It's not about saints or devils. History is rarely simple. It's about respect for those who have passed away and the weight of memory. How a nation chooses to remember or lets others shape that memory is very important. The truth often hides in quiet thought. Lefouoba's call is a plea for respect in remembering. The criticisms sound like a constant drumming, making one feel a bit dizzy. Are they fair? Are they complete? Lefouoba questions this method. Lissouba's time in office is marked by a bold decision, the oil production sharing agreement. This act aimed to change Congo's future, doubling its oil income. It was about national power and respect, increasing Congo's standing and its presence worldwide. Lefouoba says this deserves thanks, an act of looking ahead and being brave. Still, critics often ignore or downplay its importance. Beyond this agreement, Lissouba dreamed of a Congo that could stand on its own. Leading a country is complicated, full of pressures. Lissouba steered through these tough times, working to make his country better. His legacy is more than just a policy, it's a story of leadership. Successes can be hidden, stories twisted. Lefouoba asks, fight a dead person? To fight against someone who is dead? The deceased cannot defend their name. Lissouba's influence lasts, showing he's not just a passive memory. Attacking him is like shooting an ambulance on its way to the morgue, pointless and disrespectful. Do these criticisms light up the past, or cast longer shadows? Lefouoba suggests that jealousy or envy might be fueling such strong disapproval. Criticism must be fair, respectful towards those who have left us. History must be looked at with care and fairness. Our shared humanity calls for a more gentle handling of memory. The intellectual in power. Defending Lissouba's intellectual legacy. Critics mock Lissouba's academic title, but his mind was a powerful force. Lefouoba reminds us of Lissouba's high academic standing, a sign of honor. A leader with great intellectual power is not a flaw. Lissouba wore his title with dignity, a life of learning and giving back. True leadership needs vision, deep thinking, and careful analysis. It's not about contacts or a phone book. Substance, knowledge, and critical thinking are the tools of a true statesman. Lissouba brought that to his time in office. Let's rethink the idea that intellect is a weakness in leaders. His identity was double, forever a professor and a geneticist. These aren't just labels, they show a life dedicated to knowledge. Whispers of history, the duty to remember with respect. History carves its own path, hard to change. Lefouoba reminds us that the past demands its audience, complex and detailed. Quick judgments hide more than they show. Context is the lantern that lights the path of history. Lefouoba calls for common sense, moderation, and limits in what we say. Words can hurt and mislead, a certain seriousness is needed. Let's approach historical figures with understanding. It's not about blind worship or endless condemnation. It's about learning from their lives, their wins, and their struggles. Honoring the past means facing it with honesty and thought. Only then can its whispers guide us to a more thoughtful future. This reflection was led by Jean Lewis from Community Radio. We bring to the surface what you have hidden. Subscribe to African Community Radio so you don't miss anything. Click the notification button.